Hello everyone, in a new video from your channel New Cars Technology. Today we are going to talk about the new X1 2023, 2024 and 9 2023. The BMW X1 has been on the market for years and receives a lightweight mid-range facelift. Germany recently began work on a successor, and based on the latest spy shots, a pair of renderings have been produced. The BMW X1 is the better one in the compact crossover SUV segment, and it looks like designers will ride the wow factor for the next generation models. The prototype for the redesigned X1 has just been spotted, revealing some new styling themes. Testers are still in the early stages of being seen by emergency lights and interior elements, which makes sense because the new X1 is simply due as a 2023 model. This means showroom appearances should be in the second half of 2022, at the earliest. Regardless, we find it rather easy to measure its overall shape, and even some design properties, such as rear lights such as the Active Tourer 2 Series, are smaller than the current generation X1, which in a way received some improvements from BMW only about a year ago. The X1 will continue to be the cheapest member of BMW's crossover family, a rival to models such as the Mercedes GLA/GLB and Audi Q3 or Volvo XC40. The new generation is expected to be powered by the same new platform as the Series 1 hatch and Gran Coupe Series 2. But the fact that they use a normal car platform is not too surprising because the second generation X1 is already aligned with the Mini Countryman. The style change is also not very radical, although we don't think many people spend their days staring at this baby SUV. Even at an early stage in development, we can already see the redesigned X1 will take on a bolder and rougher look than the current model thanks to its wide shark nose grille. The rest of the design looks to be an evolution of the current model, although Hofmeister's signature kink looks more vertical, which should further accentuate the toughness of the design. Like the prototype, this rendering has a decent-sized grille and sharper headlights and points upwards. On the back, we can see a smaller backlight, although its exact shape has not yet been determined, so what you have here is more than expected. What we don't see given is a rear-end design like a prototype cart, where the backlight is more or less level with a door handle, not a door mirror. Things will, of course, become clearer over time as BMW will deliver additional test cars. As far as interiors are concerned, we expect to reflect that of the upcoming 2 Series Active Tourer, which means it has a curved, driver-oriented dual-screen layout, featuring a redesigned dashboard and center console. We noticed that a more rectangular grille with 2 kidneys joined in the middle will be installed for 2023. Also, both sets of lights seem a little narrower. We feel that the X1 thus is more consumer goods than the desired BMW you really want to have and play around with. One area where we know BMW is doing the right thing is the interior. We've seen photos of the new layouts they'll be launching in a few months, and they're basically using double screens like Mercedes-Benz. Also, ergonomics have improved substantially. The machines they will offer should be similar to what is available now, but improved for efficiency. BMW is gradually adding mild hybrid technology to all its powertrains, just like every other European carmaker. It helps fuel economy by recovering lost energy, but there will also be plug-ins and even EV versions of the X1. The FAAR platform is an update of the UKL platform that supports the current X1. X1 Electric will likely be the 9-1 badge is in the works. It is one of at least 13 battery electric models BMW Group will offer across the brand by the end of 2023. Other powertrain options must be brought in from the current X1, meaning a series of inline 3 and 2.0-liter inline 4 1.5-liter engines, all turbocharged. Mild hybrid technology is likely to be a standard feature, and plug-in hybrid settings utilizing the 1.5-liter engine are likely to be offered again. We don't get the current X1 hybrid plug-in, but the next generation version may be available locally. Drive going to the front wheel as standard and all-wheel drive will be available. The only transmission is likely to be an 8-speed automatic. Don't hold your breath for the X1M from the BMW M, but something along the lines of the 302 horsepower X2 M35i is possible. This will make a great alternative to the new GLA 35 and GLB 35 from Mercedes-AMG. The facelift BMW X1 was introduced last year, so we expect BMW to wait until a new model is launched before issuing an electric 9-1. A 2023 release date seems likely, accompanied by a price of around $64,509. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all that is new and exclusive in the automotive world. 2024 BMW X1 comes with a new look. 2024 BMW X1, the upcoming BMW X1 M35i xDrive 2024 has begun to be seen in the wild. If the sportiest version of the small SUV debuted in some new spy images a few weeks ago at the Nürburgring track, this time the sportiest version of the compact SUV appears in some new spy photos, revealing a more aggressive side. A future prototype of the BMW X1 M35i xDrive 2024 has been revealed for the second time in more than a month. They were spotted once again on the streets near the German brand's headquarters in Munich. One of the test units for the X1's most powerful model, disguised in a way almost identical to the previous one because it had the same vinyl cut pattern on the hood and was also black, with a more sporty image than usual. 2024 BMW X1 design. The design of the sizable ovoid grille dominates the front, with a curved kidney precisely visible on the X1 M35i xDrive, while the bumper is also larger. The large air intake at the ends, as well as the middle grille with black painted beehive panels, has been well camouflaged by BMW experts, so the large air intake at the ends is not appreciated more than a fraction at the bottom edge, along with a central grille with black painted beehive panels. The Defense also features a reduction in body-to-ground clearance from the MS Sports chassis. In keeping with the unique side skirt, which stands out just like the new hidden doorknob, which has become standard on all new models since their debut in the luxurious Electric iX. Since the project is still in its early stages, the brake caliper is gray instead of blue, setting the M performance vehicle apart. The X1 will have an attractive driver behind it, with 4 exhausts clustered in 2 pairs at the end of the rear bumper, similar to the new Series 2 Active Tourer. In addition, there will be a diffuser in the middle to accentuate the sporty impression. The new X1 M35i is expected to be available in early 2024. It will include an upgraded interior, a powerful 2.0-liter twin-power turbo 4-cylinder engine with 320 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and an 8-speed sport automatic gearbox. The back of the BMW X1 M35i xDrive 2024 shows a tremendous sporty impression. However, so far, there is no substantial evidence. The top variant of the future BMW X1 has been in front of the camera for the first time. The vehicle is built on the FAAR platform, front-wheel drive architecture, which is also used by the BMW 1 Series, F40, and 2 Series, F44. The new one is the 4 exhausts of Erlkönig. The engineers reinforced the crankshaft drive, adjusted the piston for higher compression, and matched the injection valve with higher pressure in the M235i Gran Coupe, the most powerful version of BMW's 2-liter 4-cylinder HIS. So far, the M in the model name has only been offered for the X2 M35i xDrive. BMW's lineup of models will be divided into 4 small dynamic drivers in the future: 1 Series, M135i xDrive, X2, M35i xDrive, 2 Gran Coupe Series, M235i xDrive, and X1, M35i xDrive, sign in. This top model is expected to be equipped with xDrive all-wheel drive. 450 Nm of torque is evenly spread across both driveshafts, automatic 8-speed with integrated torsion differential for the front axle. The 2023 BMW 9/1 electric SUV will launch this year. The 2023 BMW 9/1 will enter production in November 2022 and join BMW's new family of electric SUVs. The new generation BMW X1 will launch this year, and it will be the base for the 9/1 electric model. Built on the same FAAR flexible front-wheel drive architecture, the 9/1 will feature 5th-generation BMW eDrives, similar to the 9/3. That would give him a 74 to 80 kWh battery pack and 270 horsepower delivered to all 4 wheels in a BMW 9/1 xDrive 30 model. There are also rumors of a BMW 9/1 eDrive 20 that will feature a single electric motor that delivers power to the front wheels. It may get a mini electric powertrain with a 32.6 kWh battery and a single 181 horsepower motor. The cheapest version to be purchased with money has at least a range of 124 miles, 200 kilometers, based on the WLTP cycle. Choosing a larger battery sourced from the 9/3 can offer enough power to cover a minimum of 249 miles, 400 kilometers. The BMW 9-1 will likely look almost identical to the standard X1, as the 9-3 seems practically similar to the standard X3. There will probably be some blue bits, aerodynamic wheels, and an emptied front grille. Other than those things, it would not be easy to distinguish the 9-1 from the standard X1 without looking. The new X1 and 9-1 will have a new set of taillights, featuring the L-shaped LED lights we've seen in other cars as well, while the front has a much larger grille than previous models, with slimmer headlights. 2023 BMW 9-1 interior. There are rumors about the 8.0 operating system that includes new screen settings. All BMW models will adopt it in the future, and it looks like the upcoming X1 and 9-1 will be the first to get it, judging by the latest spy shot of the compact SUV. The current X1 is a great overall package for BMW fans who have young families, quite fun to drive, practical, comfortable, and the cabin looks sporty. How much BMW X1 2021? BMW has been designing and manufacturing cars for many years, which led to the developing of one of their top-selling cars, the BMW X1. The latest model was released in late 2016, but it will not be long until the new 2021 version sells. Since this is a best-selling car, consumers wonder how much it will cost. Before we look at how much BMW X1 2021 may cost, let's consider what has been changed about the car since its first design. The second-generation BMW X1 released in 2014 is a significantly improved one. There are new styling parts, updated engines, and much better equipment for BMW X1 2021. The car has grown larger, which we like. Moreover, the improvements made to the driving experience are unnoticeable for many. It means that drivers won't need to be worried about the difference between the old and the new models. However, the appearance will get more attention than before. A BMW is every driver's dream to possess, and there is no doubt in this fact. There is a wide variety of BMW cars available nowadays. They offer good mileage, safety standards, luxurious interiors, and well-equipped facilities. The company is always coming up with newer versions of the existing models, making it difficult to choose their favorite one. Here you will find various models. BMW X1 2021 price list. The BMW X1 2021 price is expected to be around $30,000. Is it worth buying a used BMW X1? Here is some information that might change your mind for those of you on the fence about purchasing a BMW X1 pre-owned. Just because it is a pre-owned car doesn't mean there are any issues or problems with its condition. Consider these benefits of buying a used BMW X1 if you don't have the money for the total purchase price or interest in something brand new. Most people buy a BMW for the prestige of the vehicle. Because of this, most financial institutions won't give you a car loan for one and may even charge you an interest rate on par with a used car purchase. But when you buy a pre-owned BMW from a private party, your interest rate will be lower because the car isn't new and the bank has no ties to the dealership. This is especially beneficial if you are leasing your current vehicle. Which BMW X1 model is best? The car industry has been on a roller coaster for the past few years. With companies like BMW stepping up their game and creating newer and better models, it is essential to see which one best suits your needs. Several different BMW X1 models are available, each perks depending on what you need. Each model also costs a bit more than the other, so choosing the right one will guarantee satisfaction in your purchase. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all that is new and exclusive in the automotive world.